everyone, I'm Edyta Sitar from Laundry Basket Quilts. Welcome to Quilting Window. I am so thankful you took the time and wanted to quilt with me. We are having so much fun at our Alaska Rainbow Quilt Along. Are you enjoying it? We just finished 4 blocks and now we're gonna be doing 2 more. We're almost halfway through it. Oh, I am so proud of you. If you're making the quilt, please don't forget, tag me on your pictures or hashtag Alaska Rainbow Quilt Along. Oh, I can't wait to see your progress. So many beautiful, beautiful pictures already, but I want to see you, so make sure post your pictures. Today, I picked a block that it's a little bit more difficult. Oh, guess what? You're ready for it. You're growing as a quilter. We started with block number 1, a simple kaleidoscope block. We moved on to the block number 2. We add 4 diamonds, and today we are going to do block number 4. Block number 4, that is 8 diamonds in it. Don't you worry, you got this. And you know what? As soon as you finish this one, our second block, it's going to be block number 8. Super simple and relaxing. So come on, join me and let's do this. If you're cutting your own fabrics, make sure follow your pattern, the directions in your pattern for all the pieces you needed. Cut your fabrics. Your first video, I showed you how to cut from templates, so please do that. If you're doing our pre-cut laser pre-cut kit, your blocks is already pre-cut for you. And notice we work in block number 4 and block number 8. Those are the 2 blocks that I just pulled out from this beautiful kit, and I'm going to be working from those. So let's lay out the pieces. We're going to need triangle D's for corners in the darker gray. Then we need this beautiful yellow corners in triangle D. Those are the 4 corners that you have in this block. We're gonna have 4 diamonds in dark blue and 4 diamonds in a lighter blue. That is amazing. Now this is a little tricky. Notice I have right here those half diamonds, that piece B right here. All of those are from light and all of those are from light, from the cream. Only the 2 on the sides are the darker one right here. This and this is the darker one. So pay attention to that. Make sure you chose the right pieces so that way we have nice blocks and everything work beautifully. If you open just one kit at a time, you can't go wrong. And make sure you put your light next to the gray and then you can see the contrast and the difference. All right. Let's get going on it. We're gonna start by setting our diamonds in. So just making this unit right here. And we're gonna begin by placing this triangle right sides together with our diamond. And remember this line, it's a guide where we need to start sewing. We're gonna sew straight down. By now, you don't even need to use your templates to mark. But if you do, if you like those, please, the templates are perfect to mark all the points so that way you know exactly, see how to mark it. And somebody was asking me, I'm using Sew Line pencil for marking. I'm using the pink one. It is wonderful. As soon as you finish sewing, you're gonna open the seam, open this up, and then add the second triangle right here, sew it, open it up. So let me show you. I already have prepared those for you. This is so exciting. Let's don't crinkle those. You know, I'm making another quilt just like this. And let's see when we finish this what we're going to do with our quilt. Oh, maybe something fun and special. It's always nice to have a beautiful quilt. And right there, I just finished my units. Look at this. I open the seams right there. Make really nice, set your diamonds really nice. This is gonna be perfect. In the corners, I have go ahead and took my triangle D, sewed it right here, flip it open. When you do that, pay attention that you don't clip off your point. This is important. You want your points to be nice. So I finish all of those. Those are my 2 side ones. Remember, they had the gray right on it. And right here, two more beautiful pieces right there with the yellow triangle D for the corners. Now next step is we're gonna make units just like this, just the corner units, just like this, and I'm just gonna place it right sides together, match beautifully right here. Then right there, I love to pull this off just here. Let me show you. I pull it. I make sure that this line matches perfectly, because it is so important that you get a nice transition, that this looks perfectly, and I'm gonna pin it right there. I'm not pinning here or here. If you want it, you can add those pins, but this point right here, super important to me. Then I'm gonna go ahead and sew it straight down, and I like to start sewing right from here straight down. So I'm gonna flip this way, sew it down beautiful, and now I have my corners. So I would repeat this 4 times. Let me show you. Oh, this is looking really nice. One corner, another one, and another one, and look at how nice they look. Just like I told you, I open the seams, beautifully open, finger press, beautiful. Now I have 4/4 of the block. I'm gonna make a half by folding it together. First pin, very important. I'm going to pay attention that these seams are matching. They're not locking, they're just matching. If you would have been working the traditional way and pushing your seam allowance one way, just like I told you in the pattern, everything would be locking. But we are paying attention to our fabric, and we don't want our fabric to stick out in any way from behind. And look at, I match this up. This line matches beautifully. I'm gonna take another pin. Oh, my patchwork pins are great for this, and I'm gonna pin it. Then I'm gonna sew it from here straight down. Do the same thing with this side, from here straight down, and I have 2 halves, and then I put my 2 halves together, and look at this. Let me flip this to the back. Look, I opened that seam in the back. It looks wonderful. You know, the more pieces you do, the more work it's gonna take, but that's okay. That's how some of the blocks are such a showcase in the quilt. We only have few of those full stars, so be patient. You don't have a lot of them. 1 more or 2 more, this one, and only 1 for the center. Super easy. I believe in you. I know you can do it. Please challenge yourself and try it. Somebody asked me if this is a beginner quilt. I have to tell you, it is 1 step at a time quilt. If you're a beginner, if you're advanced quilter, no matter what, you're not gonna fly through the quilt. You have to take the steps. And if you take your time and you follow your quarter seam, and if you follow our lead with simple blocks, more difficult, and now this is the most difficult one, you're there. You're now building all those wonderful skills. So please try it, do it, enjoy it, and be nice to yourself. Notice that my beautiful star, I missed a little point and I missed it here. I'm not gonna take this apart. I'm gonna use this as my humble beginnings. I'm only human, and sometimes things don't match exactly. Next time, I'm gonna try it harder, and I'm gonna make sure that my other points match beautifully. But you know what? It's okay if some things are just not exactly, because it is handmade and I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna be taking this apart. I'm gonna be moving forward. That's how you fix things. Move forward, and your next seam gets to be wonderful. And now, since you have completed the most difficult block of the quilt, let me reward you with something fun and simple. We're gonna be making block number 8. And remember, your block number 4, you have to make 4 times. So each block you make 4 times. Only our center block is made 1 time, and that's gonna be our last week. So we're gonna make that one. But for now, 4 of those, and let's move for those. All right, enough talking. We have beautiful light pieces. Let's set them in the right places. I always do this. I lay out all my pieces. And someone asked me, do I layer 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4? Yes, I lay 4 blocks, one on the top of the other, and when I'm sewing this, I'm gonna sew 4 because I have block 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, the same. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. This is how you get good in things. Or you can do one block, try, learn, then next block, flies right through it. You know exactly where you made the mistakes, how you match the points, remember, and then keep growing. So either way would work. We're gonna grab this, place it right over, sew it, flip it open, make the seam open, open that seam allowance, do the same thing here, here and here. Now we're gonna be taking those pieces and sewing into wonderful wedges. Let me show you how I'm going to do this. So as soon as I finish this, I'm gonna sew the light right to it. I placed it right sides together, stitch it, then flip it open. Open the seam in the back. Look how nice it is. It lays nice and flat. I tell you, for this fabric, I highly recommend open those seams. Open those seams. Really, really nice. And look at this. Another corner, I just placed it right sides together. Super. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. Sew it, flip it open. Perfect. And you will repeat this 4 times like this, because now you're gonna make a 1/2, this half, sew it together, sew it, seams right open. Let me see, how did I do? Oh, pretty nice, pretty nice. Look at this. Open it up, open it up. Let's double check. That's the block right here. Let me rotate this so you have this exactly as supposed to be. Then we're gonna go ahead, place it right side together. What we focusing on the center, because we want our center to be nice. And we're gonna go ahead and put a pin in it. Put that pin right there in that center. Perfect. Now I'm gonna sew it, and just remember, I put that pin on this angle, and I right away notice fabric have shifted. When you're putting your pin for the center, put it straight down like this, just like this, because notice when I put it on an angle, that fabric on the top shifts, and look at what happened on this side. Do you see that tiny bit, how it moved? We don't want that. So keep that pin straight up like this till you get to your sewing machine, put your needle right there, sew it straight down, flip it over, pull that pin completely out, finish sewing from the center out. Isn't that wonderful? And now you have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful block. Look at this. Isn't that delightful? Wonderful center. Open that seam on the back, finger press it, and then iron press the whole block. And I press my blocks from the back. They are gonna be ready, set, go to put into a beautiful quilt. So we just finished our 3rd week of our Alaska Rainbow Quilt Along. Are you excited about it? And guess what? So many of you girls and boys have visited my blog. I am so thankful because so many of you are using your own fabric, what it's just amazing. I cannot tell you how proud I am of you. You are taking your fabric and assigning to all the colors so you have in the pattern. Remember, there is a color chart, and you have assigned your own fabrics to that color chart. So you're using scrap piece and this and that and funky green and all your beautiful colors and making the scrappy blocks. And you probably wonder how that I am coming along with my quilt. And notice our block number 8 and our block number 8. Look at this. Isn't that fun? I chose the little bit more muted tea-dye background. I'm using that almond bundle for that one. This is a beautiful bundle. And I'm using more than just 2 backgrounds. I'm using 5 different backgrounds in this almond a kind of color. I want my quilts to be a little bit darker. I'm making it for my son Michael, and he likes a little darker, so that's why I'm doing it. And then for my pieces, I'm using pieces from this gorgeous scrappy bundle, Color Splash Raw, and I am in love right now with our olive branch fat quarter bundle. We have few more left on our website. Go visit our website. You can make the whole quilt with just this bundle. It's so amazing, so amazing. I'm using some of the scraps because I want a little bit manly feel to it, and I have some plaids and some fun things that I have collected, and those are the pieces that I'm using. And look at this. Oh, I want to share with you. Look at that star block. This is the one that is gonna go right here. Isn't that lovely? So instead of doing 4 the same blues, I did 2 and 2. Why not? It's my quilt. I can change things about it. So just remember, when you're working from the when you're creating the scrappy quilt, dedicate fabrics to certain area, cut as you go, and just be ready for the most wonderful surprise, how everything is going to come out. And look, it is going to be beautiful. And I am super thankful and excited for you. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Happy quilting. And don't forget, visit our website at laundrybasketquilts.com to see our blog and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I cannot wait for next week for another blog from our Quilt Along Alaska Rainbow. Happy quilting!